Hello guys and welcome to episode whatever number this is for Limelight SMP. I completely forgot. So today's video is a little bit shorter. It's a court case. You see, I did have other clips, but something went wrong with the editing, and a lot of the clips ended up going missing or deleted. I don't know how to fix it. I tried and it just didn't want to work. Sorry for the late upload as well. Started a new job, so I've been rather busy the last couple of days. But you know what? That's okay. Things happen. These things happen. That's adulting. Anyways, today is the court case. The court case actually happened, I think, about a week ago now or something like that. But yeah, this is the court case I've been telling you guys about. Sorry that this is just one clip, pretty much, because of the editing errors I had and everything, and I couldn't fix it, and I needed to get this video out. So here we go. First off, I do want to say I am no lawyer, so half the things I was saying in this, I had no idea what I was talking about. I'm pretty sure I would make a comment to the Slappa about me not being the best lawyer. So, if any fellow Limelight is watching this, just keep in mind not to make me a lawyer next time, because I'm not the best. Alright guys, enjoy the video.
Yep. Please be seated. All right, Levi.
Am I the only one not floating?
Yeah.
Am I floating?
Yeah, you're floating.
Oh, he's
All
magical.
Right. Today on the agenda today, we have the court case of Goofy Goobed versus Krystal, where Krystal is being charged with destruction of property today. And so the kind of offense today is going to be a mischief-related defense, and let's get into it.
Do you need a jury?
No, we're not
No,
having a
no.
jury for this.
Nice.
It's a small case.
It's
So
a,
we're
Yeah.
not
it's a
doing that.
civil hearing.
And okay, so Krystal, I'm gonna need you to plead guilty or not guilty.
Yes, Your Honor, I plead not guilty to the charges.
Not guilty. All right, sounds good. And so I'm gonna need the prosecution to defend Krystal here, and let's get started. What's the evidence?
So, Your Honor, if you can check the evidence chat, the first thing I have here is Krystal admitting that he does in fact need help with the shrinking, which proves to me, at least, as well as hopefully you, Your Honor, that Krystal was not solely using his 5G tower, quote unquote, for the shrinking, that he himself needed help with the shrinking, not the tower doing it on its own. As
Okay.
well, evidence in piece number 2. Oh god. I have a witness statement from Wilvis, who was present during the time of the shrinking. Wilvis says, I was watching Krystal stream on and off, and at one point when I started watching his stream again, he was taking the top off of the Goofco monolith by 10 to 20 or so blocks while I was viewing the stream. Again, further proof that it was in fact not his so-called 5G tower, but in fact Krystaldad himself taking off the Goofco monolith.
I see.
As well with evidence pieces 3 through 5, which are all short little videos taken from Krystaldad's stream on the day of the quote-unquote shrinking. The first one, we have Krystaldad with further proof of himself typing out the message, anyone want to help with the shrinking?
Oh, okay.
So
Wow.
this is just to show that, these aren't forged messages. Krystaldad didn't indeed type these himself during his own stream. The second one is an audio-based clip
Okay.
with Krystal admitting that this was in fact not a malfunction of the 5G tower, but indeed a prank. So this was an intentional building of the tower to prank Goofco. This was not an accident. The 5G tower was not here to, improve the voice calls of Limelight SMP, as Krystal would like you to believe, but it was indeed built to prank me and Goofco. The third and final clip is just further confirmation of Krystal saying that this is a prank. Again, he knew what he was doing. It was not a quote unquote malfunction of his shrinking or of his 5G tower. It was purposefully built shrinking tower that he himself was going to use as an excuse to tear down Goofco as sort of a get back prank, not an accident, purposefully doing this. Your Honor, that is all I have for you today.
Okay. Thank you, thank you. And now,
Me.
yep, next.
Your Honor, everyone here in this courtroom can admit that Krystal is one of the best people, builders on the server, who does a lot of work, a lot of hard work to improve the server and its looks, and especially KP. I mean, KP out there is literally named after him. So, my person, I can't think of the name, over here mentioned client. My client over here did in fact tell me that they had no idea that the shrink ray was, well, in fact, a shrink ray. It was a malfunction, and that is for sure. Yeah. I haven't done this before. So yeah.
Oh no.
But yeah.
All right. Is there any more things the defendant side would like to say?
Yeah. May I approach and make a statement as well?
Of course, of course. Actually, I would like to ask you to swear in on a book.
Okay. Yeah.
And
yeah.
then come testify.
You have a book?
No, I don't have a book.
I have a book. I have a book if you need one.
How do you
I
know?
have one if you need one.
Krystal,
Hold on,
there you go.
I need to.
There you go.
Yeah. Oh, that's a good book.
It's great. I love it.
Okay, here you go.
All right.
What book are you swearing it on?
We can't talk about it.
Is it the taco cart?
Hold on. All right. I'm good. Do you, Krystal, swear by the taco cart book?
Yes, I do swear.
Okay, perfect. All right, please stand at the stand.
Okay, yeah. So as many of you know, Goofy is well known on the server for his pranks and hijinks. Something that has affected probably all of us in one way or another throughout all of our time here. And I would like to state first that the 5G tower was indeed originally intended to be a great thing for all of us here on the Limelight server. In fact, orders came through from other Limelight members to have these towers placed near their base to aid with these voice chat mods.
Do you have any record of these orders?
Yes, actually I do. I can pull chat relay. Yes, I can do that. I do not have that available to me now. We did have a very short amount of time to prepare this, but I would be able to provide that if the judge does need that for the
Yes,
proceedings.
that will be needed in the evidence channel.
Okay.
Yes.
Yep. Give me Tomo, would you be able to grab that while I'm making my statement?
Yes, I can grab that.
Okay. So as I was stating, that was a humanitarian effort from the pockets of myself, which I am not one of the rich members like the person accusing me over here, Mr. Monopoly Goofy Goobed himself. I did do this out of the humanitarian effort. I did intend for this to be something to help all of us. I was not aware that something like this could happen. It was indeed a malfunction. However, would it be such a bad thing if this did happen? Goofy has in fact pranked me so many times that I can't even count anymore. Something small, as much as changing the color of signs on my property, to a little bit larger, changing the words on the signs on my property to indicate theft. Actually, putting property of Goofco on my property. So, Your Honor, what I would like to say is I had no intention of this occurring. I was unaware that this would happen. However, I have never returned a prank against Goofy at any point throughout my time on this server. So, if this was in fact a prank to get back at Goofy, I think I would be well within my rights due to this being the only retaliation that I have ever done. That is all.
All right, and then actually, Chris, if you don't mind staying up there just for just
yes,
a
yes,
second,
yes,
so
yes.
we can have our prosecution do a examination on the
course.
witness.
So, Krystal, you claim that this was not a return prank,
It was not an original intention, correct?
but it did end up being a return prank.
It did function unintentionally as a return prank.
So, originally, so I'll say what I'm hearing here is originally you built the 5G tower with no intention of it being of it turning into a shrink ray and pranking Goofco. However, through some unfortunate series of events, that is indeed what ended up happening. Is the shrink ray or the 5G tower turned into a shrink ray and shrunk Goofco.
To my best ability, I would say that that does sound accurate.
Despite evidence saying otherwise, we have video and audio evidence of you saying otherwise that this indeed was a prank back onto myself.
That would have been after the original building of the site, though, sir.
Yes, but as the shrinkway was quote unquote in the process of happening and Goofco was shrinking, that it was indeed a return prank.
Yes, it did function afterwards unintentionally as a return prank. However, as I stated previously, it was never an intended intention of mine or of the cellular tower company as well.
But it indeed was a prank.
It did function as such.
No further questions, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you, and Krystal, you may return back to your seat.
Thank you, sir.
Of course. And now, my good sir Tomo, could you restate if Krystal is not guilty or guilty, please, because of the reasoning?
My client pleaded not guilty to this case.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh no.
I'm sorry, man.
Is there any, do you have the reasons of why they're not guilty?
Well, as my client stated, this was not intended to be a prank to get back at Goofy. It was unintentional, and that the 5G tower did have a malfunction.
Okay. All right. Thank you. And now I would like the prosecution to state why the defendant is guilty.
Your Honor, I believe that the defendant, Krystaldad, is indeed guilty, as he had the previous mind to destroy Goofco, as he stated. There were, previous pranks upon Krystal, who had many, many different opportunities to pursue a court case and pursue legal action against myself and Goofco if any harm was indeed caused to Krystaldad. He had much time to pursue some form of legal action. However, he decided that he was going to build a 5G tower as a prank back, as previously stated in the evidence. And with the video evidence...
Your Honor, that's speculation. That was never stated.
But in the evidence, you did state that it was a prank.
It did function as such. However, you just said that it was intended to.
Please let the prosecution finish your statement, please.
Okay.
And he did, physically take down the Goofco tower with the, accompanying witness statement from Wilvis. So, Your Honor, that's why I believe he's guilty, is he admitted that in the end it was indeed a prank, and we do have evidence of him taking down the tower. That is all.
I forgot something important.
I'm about to wrap around. So, do we have any final statements we would like to make before I make my decision?
Yes, I do indeed.
Yes, of course. Let's hear it.
Let me see. So, at the end of the shrinking occurring of Goofco, we can look back at chat relay. I can get Tomo to pull this as well. Goofco and its president, Goofy himself, came to me specifically asking if I was still streaming, and in fact, aided in tearing down Goofco with me.
Do you have any physical video or evidence of that?
I do not. However, I do have text messages from that night to my partner stating Goofy has helped me.
We're gonna need some evidence for that.
Okay, I can provide that. I can provide that.
And then also on those messages in the chat relay, do we have the other evidence that you all said that you would provide?
Tomo, did you find that?
No, I cannot. I literally cannot find it. But
I'll
in my client's defense, I did find out the client was building the towers. I did ask, and we were in a group call when this happened, so that's why there's no chat relay of it. That I did ask if they could build a cellular tower at my base.
Okay.
Let me search through chat relay. Give me a second.
So I have a question to the people. Okay, well, while you all are looking for the evidence, right? So I was in that Krystal stream, and I was actually in that stream when the defendant was creating the tower, the alleged tower, right? And I was there giving tips for what the the alleged accident was for the ray that came out of it. I was there for that.
So you would say that the original intention was the 5G tower, though?
No. Here, let me finish. So do I go off of what I have seen as a member of the server, or do I forget that?
No, you are meant to be unbiased. You're meant to be an unbiased.
So you should go off of what.
That's why I was asking. That's why I was asking.
Now I also have some evidence regarding Krystal on this topic.
You're not here.
I wish I could present it, but I'm not going to. But I do have something. I do have statements.
Can I also just make one quick statement? Before the shrinking did actually happen unintentionally, as my client has stated, our fabulous Goofy over here did decide to turn the whole tower around, which is something that was said in a group call where the prosecution over here did admit that they were going to turn it around. So just wanted to make that very clear.
That did require quite a lot of rebuilding.
Yes, and
the cellular network company.
And there are clips from my client's stream over here where that actually really did de-stress and emotionally upset my client. So Goofy did in fact like make my client feel rather bad on the server. And
do we have evidence of this?
I don't see them.
Because from my standpoint is the defendant has provided no evidence so far, and we're needing some evidence to help you all out on this.
I also don't see how the antenna tower moving is at all relevant to.
Is direct sabotage on 5G property. Which to be fair, Your Honor, may have actually been what caused the malfunction.
However, Krystal, you yourself did repair that tower on stream by hand.
So that's the court case. Yes, pretty good court case. We got some things resolved. The court case essentially became a standstill. No one won or lost. Well, that's my opinion anyway. But also keep in mind, guys, like this court case was really just for fun. We are all still very good friends that all still get along and still love each other. We just like to give each other a little bit of chaos there every now and then, anything for the content. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Sorry that it was a bit of a shorter one and you didn't get to see the full court case, but if you check down in the description down below, there's going to be the links to the Twitch channels of, I believe it was Slappa, Krystal, and Goofy were all streaming that day. So all of those clips, the rest of the court case and stuff will be in the comments down below, in the description down below for you guys to check. Anyway, guys, also tomorrow, when this video goes out, it will be tomorrow, and I am going to be going for mayoralship. I mentioned going for mayor a couple of times in my last videos or so, but yeah, so I'm running for mayor. Got our debate tomorrow. That will be caught on my Twitch. I'm assuming I'm going to do it on Twitch. If it's not a Twitch video, it'll be a video probably tomorrow or the day after. But, so it'll be 2 uploads like in 1 week essentially. But just to make up for this, I guess a week of not uploading. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Make sure to give some love to all of the limes, big and small. All those links are down in the description down below. And until next time, guys, remember to vote Tomo for mayor. Alright, have a good day now, everyone. Bye.